Make sure I have some of the essentials, wrenches, and we should be good. Sound never gets old. What is up, Loud and Proud fam? I hope everybody is having a freaking amazing day. You guys are amazing. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys, even the haters, for watching the videos, leaving your comments, your likes, and your dislikes, because you guys are making my life so much more enjoyable when I can see the engagement, the fact that you guys are actually watching the content, that you're enjoying the content, and it just really means a lot to me. If you can hear me over the sound of my axle dump, sorry guys, it is loud. Anyways guys, it's just such a good feeling, and I'm so glad that you guys, almost 14,000 of you guys now, have joined in on this journey of just basically me going about some of my daily life, and also just a lot about, you know, my truck builds and what's been going on with that stuff. So a lot of stuff coming up on the channel, lots of build content. It's never really gonna stop. It's not just gonna stop when I, you know, get my truck built to where I want it. Once I get my truck built, maybe I'll just keep it and buy another one, you know what I'm saying? So it's never really gonna end, and I just hope you guys join in on that journey. What I'm doing right now, just to kind of give you a heads up on what I'm doing, I'm gonna be taking my truck off-roading, crazy mud bogging and stuff like that, rock crawling. No, I'm totally kidding. It's not gonna be anything too crazy like that, but I am going to be taking my truck, I guess, technically, it is gonna be off-road. I need to go check on that tractor. The tractor, I shut it off the other day just to go and check the trail camera for deer hunting. And then, you know, I get back from it. It's been about 5 minutes. I turn the key. PTO is off. Battery's obviously totally connected. There's no corrosion on the terminals. You know, it's in low gear. It's in neutral. Like, it's not, like, there's nothing wrong with the way that it is. I checked the pedals. All the pedals are good. Parking brake's not engaged, which wouldn't matter anyways. Everything's the way it should be. So I don't know why it didn't start. I don't really have an answer for it, but I got a tool bag, and I'm gonna go through and just see if I can find what the problem might be, or maybe I'll just show up and it'll start right up. So, I mean, it could be fuses, it could be relays. I mean, I have no idea, and might not be able to fix it, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Might as well. On the way back there, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of, I guess, off-roading. I'm gonna have to take my truck off-road to get all the way back to where it's at, to take the tools, just because I don't really want to carry a, you know, 60-pound sack of tools all the way back there. So I'm going to just take my truck back there, and I also figured I could get some video for you guys as well. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Thanks for watching. Now what I'm gonna do ahead of time, just because I already know I'm going to probably need it in a spot, is I'm gonna take my truck kind of too high. I'm gonna put it in neutral. Just put it into 4 high right there. Put it back into drive. And now I'm just gonna take it easy, obviously, at first, but we should be good. We should be in 4 high for when I get back to a certain spot back here where I'm thinking I'm probably gonna need it. Illuminated there, I'm in 4-wheel. Now guys, you also have to keep in mind, these are not off-road machines. I'm not going like off-roading, I'm staying on trails, but this is the most off-road this truck's ever been, so I just thought I would get this on video for you guys. But like I said, guys, you got to keep in mind, these are not off-road vehicles. They're work trucks. They're meant for towing, for going, you know, not slow per se, but they're not meant for, like, you know, ripping tires through mud and crap like that. As much as it is fun, it's not the purpose of these trucks. heard something a little bit loud, so I figured I might as well get out and check. It was my axle. That's what it hit. I mean, it didn't do anything to it, but my axle bumped on the rocks down there. Let me show you where I'm talking about here. Right here, when I brought it down, the one tire came down right here, and I think it bumped on the rocks like somewhere right in here. Just kind of bumped the rocks. It's no big deal. Gonna get on back to where we're going now. Check on that tractor. I probably don't need the four-wheel drive anymore, so I can put it back in neutral. I don't know if you have to put it in neutral for taking out of this, but put it back into 2 high. Yeah, disengaged. We should be fine in 2-wheel drive most of the way. I don't think we needed 4-wheel drive or 4 high or whatever, but we usually tend to put it in just because it's no fun to get down there and have to, engage it anyhow once you get stuck or you start spinning tires on the rocks. Every time I bring a piece of machinery back here, it like stalls or stops or gets stuck. Right freaking here. I don't get it. Let's see if she's gonna start. I have a bad feeling about this. Nope. Same crap as yesterday. Kind of figured that. Why in the heck? It won't start. Not being a mechanic and definitely not being a tractor mechanic, I wouldn't have even the slightest clue as to what it might need to start or what's wrong with it. It seems like it's just a computer issue, like it's something messed up with the computer on it. Now, that's one thing I don't like about these newer tractors and a lot of these newer vehicles is there's so much computer crap that if something goes wrong, there's too many things to diagnose to figure out what the issue is. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. Probably disassemble the dash and see if there's anything behind that little display that's malfunctioning. Not that I'm gonna know what I'm looking for, but I'll try to figure something out. Guys, I'm onto something at the same time I'm not onto something. So, okay, I took apart the battery terminals, cleaned them up, put them back. Nothing changed. I, checked some of these little fuses and connected pieces down here. Nothing. Took apart the little dash screen, whatever. And I got to this little box here and I figured, okay, well, I trace this back and this goes back to, the key. And so I figured I ran this up to this one. This would be the first, I'm guessing this is a relay. This would be the first relay that it meets up to. So I figured, might as well check this. Maybe there's an issue there. And so listen to this, and obviously you can't feel it through the video, but if I hold this thing vibrates and makes that clicking sound when you turn the key. So let me show you what I mean. It's this thing. Shaking like crazy and vibrating, making that clicking sound. This is the issue, something within here. I don't know if it's just that little box, maybe it's a relay, that's just a bad relay. If it's just the relay is bad, I will just have to obviously look around and see where there's a relay available in our area so I can go pick one up. If not, I might have to order one online off like Amazon or something. Amazon has pretty much everything. If you want to check down in the description below, I have links to everything I've bought for my truck, all the way from the wheels, the tires, to the KDP tab, to lighting that's coming in. Everything, exhaust tips, bumpers, everything, brackets, it's all down there. Go check that stuff out if you are interested in anything on my truck that you see. I'm gonna disassemble this little thing, look into it, see if I can get it to work. If it's just bad, then I might have to look around, see if I can find one to buy. Man, guys, I cannot figure out that tractor. I did everything that I could think of to try to figure it out, and I was just not getting it. I couldn't jump start it. I tried to jump start it, messing with those fuses, with the little relay boxes or whatever those were, and I could not, it wasn't really doing any good. So I am still completely stumped on that tractor. I'm just gonna do this, try to do this little crossing here in two-wheel drive and see what happens. I think we should be fine. Way easier than I thought. Didn't even really skip a stone with that tire back there. Just crawled right through. Some pretty hardcore off-roading right there. Seriously, like I was just kind of titling it like that just because, I mean, it was off-road. That's the most this truck's ever been. So I just thought I would bring up a quick, question to you guys. And I know I've said in many videos, guys, I'd like to get my truck close to 500 horsepower and this and that, and all these different ins and outs, and I don't know exactly, and I've already said this before, I don't know exactly what all I would have to do to my truck to get it to be pushing 500 horsepower. If it's 495, I really don't care. Like, that's close enough for me. Like, I'm not like one of those people that's just like, oh, I gotta have the most insane horsepower out of my truck, because I'm really not going to use all that performance or anything more than daily driving for the most part. For me, I'd like to be more of a conservative when it comes to that kind of stuff and spending my money on that, on those odds and ends, but I don't want to go cheap. Let's say you own a second gen 12 valve 96, it doesn't have to be a 96 exactly, I guess, but 94 to 98, and you are going to try to get that truck to 500 horsepower, safely get your truck to that much horsepower when it comes to like inject, turbo stuff and all the different odds and ends. Like I said, I don't know everything. Compound turbos, twin turbos, what's the difference? A single big turbo, like all the different ins and outs. If you were to build my truck to 500 horsepower, what would you do in terms of parts to get it there safely, to do it, the most effective way to where you're not just going to get a bunch of horsepower and then blow your truck up in a couple months? I'm saying get it to 500 horsepower and make it safely run, besides, typical maintenance, and you're going to lose a little reliability when you do any horsepower mods for the most part. Get a truck there safely and effectively, what would you do? So basically, just let me know down in the comments below. I would love to freaking hear from you guys on that topic. What would you do to the truck? What parts would you get? What brand? What quality? Like, what would you go with? Leave that down in the comments below for me, and I will definitely look through that stuff so I can, get a few more ideas going in my head for the truck and where I'm going to take it horsepower-wise, because I'm getting to the point to where now the truck's getting pretty much, I mean, besides paint and body work, get my rocker panels done and my frame and stuff like that, I'm saying, like, in terms of like accessories, like bumpers, tow mirrors, headlights, and light bars and stuff like that, all that stuff's about to come in soon. So I'm not too worried about that stuff. So the truck's pretty much where I want it cosmetically. But when it comes to horsepower, that's what I'm probably going to be doing next. So I just wanted to get some ideas from you guys down in the comments below on what you think I should do. Guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. If you did not see the video from yesterday's video was the 100th episode / video / just daily upload for this channel. So I've been doing this 100 days straight on Loud and Proud. I've been doing a video every single day, and so I just want to say thank you guys so much again. We're getting closer and closer to 14,000 subscribers. That is a big deal to me. I am so excited about that. I mean, I've done 100 uploads, actually 101 as of this video. I mean, that's a lot of dedication. That is hours into every single video in terms of editing and all that stuff. So I hope you guys are liking the videos. I'm trying to do my best. I need to get a better camera, a better mic, so I can have much better audio and video, because I had some videos that were really high quality, a little bit further back when I was using my dad's really good Canon, but I just haven't been able to use that camera, and so I really need to get into one of my own, something that's a little bit better quality, because apparently a $400 GoPro is just not cutting it. So thank you guys so much for watching all the content. It really does mean a lot to me. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Please leave down in the comments below, like I said, about the horsepower on my truck. What parts would you go with? What order? What would make the most sense, in terms of longevity, reliability, all that good stuff. Everything that makes sense for this engine to last the longest while producing 500 horsepower. That's about what I want to go with. So thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you could, please leave a like, leave a comment below, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Doing what I love, going day to day, but I know what takes time and I'm patiently waiting. Sometimes I contemplate, cause one day you feel so close and the next is out of sight. But I know I gotta hold on tight to go back to just going out every night. Like if I'm about to let it go now, I can live alright, live a normal life, doing 9 to 5. But I know I'm more than that. I gained this skill, wasn't born with that. At the end of the life, it's a memory.